Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It is February 20th, 2026, 10:38 p.m. And happy Friday, first of all. So, congratulations for making it to the end of the week. I had a very nice Friday. I got to try the new crispy fish sandwich at the Habit with my family. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And what's interesting was that when I was done eating it immediately after, I was like, wow, this wasn't enough food. I'm still so hungry. Then 10 minutes later, something interesting happened. I felt that I was completely full and that for the first time in a while, after eating the habit, I didn't feel like I'd eaten too much after. Then my mom gave me a piece of advice. Actually, no, it was my dad. He said, it takes 15 minutes for your stomach to understand that it's eaten enough food. So I'm not sure about the scientific validity, but you got to listen to what your dad says, and it seemed pretty clear to me from what happened today that he was telling the truth. So yeah, just a little story for you. Okay, so let's get into Exodus chapter 16. It's titled Manna and Quail. And I'm not too sure what this one is about. Probably about manna and quail, which I think manna is bread, and quail is obviously a bird. So let's see what this is about. Here we go. The whole Israelite community set out from Elim and came to the desert of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had come out of Egypt. In the desert the whole community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The Israelites said to them, "If only we had died by the Lord's hand in Egypt. There we sat around pots of meat and ate all the food we wanted. But you have brought us out into this desert to starve this entire assembly to death." Then the Lord said to Moses, "I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this way I will test them and see whether they will follow my instructions. On the sixth day they are to prepare what they bring in, and that is to be twice as much as they gather on the other days." So Moses and Aaron said to all the Israelites, "In the evening you will know that it was the Lord who brought you out of Egypt. And in the morning you will see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who, who are we, who are we that you should grumble against us?" Moses also said, "You will know that it was the Lord when he gives you meat to eat in the evening and all the bread you want in the morning, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who are we? You are not grumbling against us, but against the Lord." Then Moses told Aaron, "Say to the entire Israelite community, 'Come before the Lord, for he has heard your grumbling.'" While Aaron was speaking to the whole Israelite community, they looked toward the desert, and there was the glory of the Lord appearing in the cloud. The Lord said to Moses, "I have heard the grumbling of the Israelites. Tell them, at twilight you will eat meat, and in the morning you will be filled with bread. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God." That evening quail came and covered the camp, and in the morning there was a layer of dew around the camp. When the dew was gone, thin flakes like frost on the ground appeared on the desert floor. When the Israelites saw it, they said to each other, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was. Moses said to them, "It is the bread the Lord has given you to eat. This is what the Lord has commanded. Everyone is to gather as much as they need. Take an omer for each person you have in your tent." The Israelites did as they were told. Some gathered much, some little. And when they measured it by the omer, the one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered little did not have too little. Everyone had gathered just as much as they needed. Then Moses said to them, "No one is to keep any of it until morning." However, some of them paid no attention to Moses. They kept part of it until morning, but it was full of maggots and began to smell. So Moses was angry with them. Each morning everyone gathered as much as they needed, and when the sun grew hot it melted away. On the sixth day they gathered twice as much, 2 omers for each person, and the leaders of the community came and reported this to Moses. He said to them, "This is what the Lord commanded. Tomorrow is to be a day of Sabbath rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. So bake what you want to bake and boil what you want to boil. Save whatever is left and keep it until morning. So they saved it until morning, as Moses commanded, and it did not stink or get maggots in it. Eat it today, Moses said, because today is a Sabbath to the Lord. You will not find any of it on the ground today. 6 days you are to gather it, but on the seventh day of the Sabbath there will not be any. Nevertheless, some of the people went out on the seventh day to gather it, but they found none. Then the Lord said to Moses, How long will you refuse to keep my commands and my instructions? Bear in mind that the Lord has given you the Sabbath. That is why on the sixth day he gives you the bread for 2 days. Everyone is to stay where they are on the seventh day. No one is to go out. So the people rested on the seventh day. The people of Israel called the bread manna. It was white like coriander seed and tasted like wafers made with honey. Moses said, This is what the Lord has commanded. Take an omer of manna and keep it for the generations to come, so they can see the bread I have gave you to eat in the wilderness when I brought you out of Egypt. So Moses said to Aaron, Take a jar and put an omer of manna in it. Then place it before the Lord to be kept for the generations to come. As the Lord commanded Moses, Aaron put the manna with the tablets of the covenant law, so that it might be preserved. And the Israelites ate manna 40 years until they came to a land that was settled. They ate manna until they reached the border of Canaan. And then in parentheses it says, An omer is 1/10 of an ephah, which would be useful, except I also don't know how much an ephah is. So maybe I should look that up. Is there a note there? Let's see. Maybe? I can't see a note. Ephah. Ephah. Or put them to rest. Sorry, I'm just reading the notes underneath to see if I can find anything about the amount. And see Mara. No, I actually don't see anything here on the notes underneath. Okay. I guess that's it for that chapter. Oh, goodness, I lost my place. I forgot to put my bookmark back in the book. All right, I'm just kind of wasting time now looking around, boring you. So, let's see, do I have anything else to say? Are the 40 years up that the Israelites spent in the desert? No way we just got through that already, right? And that was all that happened. I mean, we need 10 commandments, a bunch of stuff before they make it to the promised land, I think. So, we'll see. But let me look at what the next chapter is as well. I'm curious to see that. There we go. I found my place. Chapter 16. 17 says water from the rock. Okay, never mind. I think they're there. So we've made it to the promised land, and now a bunch of stuff is going to happen before we get the 10 commandments. All right. I think I am going to go to bed and get up early and play some chess and get coffee with a friend. So I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. If it's daytime, have a blessed day. If it's nighttime or evening, have a blessed evening/night. Thank you.